Dear viewers, thank you for watching my YouTube channel. In this video, I will show how to visualize column chart in Angular application using Google Chart library. A column chart is the vertical bar chart. Horizontal version of the chart we can say only bar chart. In this video, I'll create a demo Angular application where chart data will come from SQL Server database. And .NET 5 REST API will play a middleman role to expose the database data to the Angular application to visualize in column chart. I will be using Visual Studio Code for creating Angular application, Visual Studio 2019 for creating .NET 5 REST API, and SQL Server for database. Let's open the project using Visual Studio Code. This is the project we had created in last video of this playlist. Open the terminal window. Let's run npm start. This will run the application, and we can see the application in browser. If you are Angular developer, you are familiar with this command. If you are not, please watch my Angular fundamental playlist. This is the pie chart I had created in the last video. Please watch this video and then you will learn everything about the Google chart before watching this video. Let's split the terminal. To create the column chart component, I'm using a shorthand command ng g for generate, c for component, and the component I'm planning to create under the chart folder. This is the name of the folder name, and the component name will be column chart. Let's press enter. Okay, column chart component has been created under the chart folder. Let's open the component ts file and change the name of the selector. So save it. Let's paste it in the app component HTML file. So here, copy this header, so change to column. Let's see the browser. So when I completed to integrate the column chart in the column chart component, the chart will be visible in this section. The last video I had discussed there are 3 steps to create a Google chart in the Angular application. The first step is load the loader in the application. The second step is prepare the data, because every chart should have a data. And the third step, instantiate the chart object and call the draw method. The first and third step are the common for each Google chart, and the second step, preparing the data, might vary from chart to chart. This is the official website of Google chart, so we can see the quick start guide. So let's click the load the charts library. Say here this is the loader script. So in our demo application, I have already added this loader in the index.html file, and let's copy the load method here and paste it into the column chart component in the engineering method. So Google is not known here. So declare a global variable. So in this way we can declare a global variable, declare var Google any. So first argument of this load method is the version name or number. The current indicates the current version. For this example application, I am motivated with the current version. If you like to use the next version, please use the upcoming. The next argument is packages. This is an array. It can take 0 or more packages of data. In this application, I am building the column chart. This is why I am adding the code chart packages here. The column chart is the part of code chart package. So this is the callback method. This method will be called once the package will be loaded. So let's define the draw chart method here. Which should be this. Okay, let's prepare the data. So here we can see the column chart. Yeah, this one. So here you can learn everything about the column chart, how to prepare data, how to add role, how to customize the column chart. I'm adding some code for preparing the data. So this one. Okay, the Google chart expects data wrapped with a data table. So those are array, and this array to data table method converts an array to data table. So now it's time for instantiate the chart. So this Google visualization.column chart can instantiate the instance of the column chart. Here we can see an element div column chart. This is the HTML element where the chart will be visualized. So let's add it into the HTML file. Get rid of this paragraph. So here, sorry, it should be div, and ID is the div column chart. It is mandatory to keep the ID name same. Okay, so right now I need to call the draw method, and the chart will be drawn in the web page. So this is the chart instance called the draw method. So it is this method can take two parameters. First one is the data, and second one is the options. Basically, using the options, we can customize our chart, we can add title, we can change the color, we can change the height, width. So right now I'm passing null as the option, since I don't have right now plan to customize our chart. Later I'll show you how to customize the chart using a JavaScript object options. Okay, let's see the browser. Okay, now we can see the column chart. This is the metal density column chart. The metals are copper, silver, gold, and platinum. They have some density, and this is the legend So one thing I would like to notice that all columns are same color. So we can use any provided color on a particular column by adding role. Role is something that describes the purpose of the data in that column. For example, a column might hold data describing tooltip, data point annotation, or uncertainty indicators styles. This is the web page where you can learn the column roles. So from here we can see what are roles available. There are annotations, annotation text, certainty, emphasis, interval, scope, style. So in this example I will show you how to add a role as a style to customize the color of particular cells, and how to add a role as annotation to annotate the text. The two role I'll guide you how to add. So first of all, let's add a role as a style to change the color of every columns. So this way I can add the role in data table. So the key value pairs, so value is the style in this case. So now I can put the CSS colors. So for copper I'm adding a color code. For silver I'm adding silver color. For gold the color code is gold, and for platinum I'm adding the color code as CSS like declaration, like color dot color clone color code. This is the CSS like declaration. So okay, let's save it and see in the browser. So okay, so now we can see the customized color for each cell by adding a role as an annotation. We can annotate the text. Okay, let's see how to add it. In the same way we can add the role annotation. So in this case the value will be annotation. So we can add a metal symbol as annotated text. So here the copper metal symbol is CO, and the silver metal symbol is AG, gold metal symbol is AU, and platinum metal symbol is PT. So let's see in the browser. Okay, now we can see the label of each column. Let's see how we can add option to customize the chart for adding a title and removing the legend. So let's create a option JavaScript objects. So this is the options object, and removing legend, and to add a key for legend, and the value will be none. So and pass the options as a draw method parameter. So let's see in the browser. Okay, this is the title of this column chart, and the legend has been removed. This is all about to visualize column chart using hard-coded data. Let's see if the data is coming from Angular service. Let's create an Angular service using the command, the shorthand command ngg is for service, and service will be created under the services folder, and name of the service is metal. Press enter. Okay, service has been created. This is the service. Let's add some code. So here it is. This is the array of metal model. Right now this is the hard-coded data in service, but in real world it will come from a backend API. I'll show you in later how to get the data from the backend REST API. So let's create a method get all. This method right now return a hard-coded data. This dot metals. Okay, back to the column set component. Here I am injecting the metal service. Metal service, okay, fine. So we are not allowed to pass any data, any parameter within that row-set method. So I need to refactor the code. Let's add a variable here. Name it metals, and this metal service. So this will get the data from getAll method and store the data in metals variables. And here I'm adding a new method. I name it the build chart. Here it is, and this method will have a parameter, name it metals, and it will be the metal array. Okay, let's call this method from ng on init this dot build chart. Can pass the metals here, fine. And I'm creating here an inline methods, and I name it render chart. This method is the arrow function. So, and this method has one argument, taking a callback method. So this is the chart callback, and okay, let's copy everything from here, paste it inside this method, and let's move this instantiation from this inside method to the outside. Okay, make it arrow function here. So, and here declare, name it column chart. Okay, and here declare another callback, another inline method, name it callback, and this method is also arrow function, and this method will call the render chart method, and I'll pass the column chart method. Okay, so let's cut this set on callback from here to here. Okay, so pass this callback method here. So I think we don't need this method right now. Let's comment out, control casing. So I refactored the code. Let's see in browser. Okay, this one is the method. So okay, now we can see the same charts, no issues. So still we don't use the data coming from the service. So let's comment out this code, hard-coded data. Let's declare here an array, name it column chart items. So first member will be the column name. So these are not dynamic data. This will always be a hard-coded data. So copy this one because they are the column names of this table. And now I'm going to use that dynamic data coming from the service. So the data is the metals, and iterator the forest, and here I'm declaring the item object, and here so data will go under between a left angle and right angle bracket. So first column will be the metal name, second will be the density, third will be the color, style here, and fourth will be the item dot level. Okay, so let's paste here. So data array has been completed. So since the charts only takes the data table data, so I need to convert it. So we can easily convert by this google.visualization.array to data table. So copy this one, paste here, and pass this column chart items into this method. So let's see in browser. Okay, now we can see the same column chart, and this chart was made by the dynamic data coming from the Angular service. This is all about to create column chart by data preparing in Angular service. Next video I will discuss how to create column chart by preparing data in .NET 5 API. Thanks again for watching this video. Please subscribe my channels to help to grow my channel.